Hi, this is Liam from Orange Brackets. Welcome. We've got a real-world challenge from Flair Media. In 5 days, an autumn campaign goes live across ads, blogs, and newsletters. The CEO wants proof that our copy sounds on brand every time. Unsubscribes ticked up last week, and sales is hearing mixed tones. So our job is to build a simple voice checkpoint that can say, pass or fail, add notes, suggest rewrites, and roll it up by channel and author. Here's the plan. We'll teach an AI our brand voice, audit a handful of drafts, and produce clear, actionable feedback. If a line feels robotic, overhyped, or passive, we'll flag it and swap in a cleaner, more human option. First step, load the brand voice guide so the checker knows what on brand means. Let's get started. First, we'll bring in Pandas, our go-to tool for working with tables and CSV files. Now we'll load the brand voice guide from the datasets folder into a table. We'll treat it as our brand guide data frame, so it's easy to explore. Let's take a quick peek at the top rows. This confirms the load worked and shows us which columns we have. Great! This table is our source of truth. It lays out tone, pronouns, how active the voice should be, clarity rules, and the style for calls to action. In simple terms, these human rules become the backbone of our automated check. We're turning a style guide into a set of tests that AI can follow. Next, we'll load 2 more datasets, approved copy samples and the drafts we need to review. The approved samples are trusted examples of our voice in the wild. The drafts are our to-do list. The pieces will judge and improve. Let's load the approved copy samples into a Pandas table. This will be our gold standard to reference during the review. Now we'll bring in the drafts to review, putting them in a second table so we can compare them side by side with the approved examples. Quick sanity check. Let's peek at the first few rows of the approved table to confirm the columns and see that it loaded cleanly. And for the drafts, we'll preview the essentials: ID, channel, author, and priority. This gives us a focused look to verify structure before we analyze. Here's the idea. We'll compare each draft against the rules in the guide and the patterns we see in the approved snippets. Rules plus examples. That combo helps the model judge more reliably and gives us stronger rewrite suggestions. Before we build the checker, let's get a quick snapshot of the workload by channel. This helps the team plan who reviews what. If one channel is heavy, we can shift attention there while the automation runs in the background. We'll bring in Matplotlib's plotting toolkit, PyPlot, and give it the short name PLT, so making charts is quick. Now we'll count how many drafts we have in each channel. We'll pull the channel column from the drafts data and tally the frequencies into a variable called counts. Perfect. Let's visualize it. We'll turn those counts into a bar chart, keep the labels horizontal, and use a clean blue color for a crisp look. We'll add a clear headline so the chart tells a story at a glance, drafts to review by channel. And we'll finish with polish. Label the x-axis as channel, the y-axis as count, and tighten the layout so nothing gets clipped. Nice. Now we can see where the review effort clusters. Maybe ads are heavy, or maybe it's the blog. This is simple triage. Editors can focus where it matters most, while our automated checks still run everywhere. Time to set up LangChain and load our model. We'll read environment variables for the API key, and we'll create a small, steady reviewer. Keeping setup clean and secure makes it easy to run this on a laptop or in a CI job. Let's pull in our toolkit. .env lets us read secrets from a .env file. OS gives us access to environment variables. We'll use ChatOpenAI through LangChain to talk to the model. I'm also grabbing prompt template to structure our prompts cleanly, and JSON for packing and unpacking data. Now we'll load the .env file. This populates environment variables, like your API key, so credentials stay out of the code and everything just works. Next, we'll spin up the chat model. I'm creating a ChatOpenAI client with a small, fast GPT-4 style model, and setting temperature to 0.2 so replies stay steady and focused. We'll use this model object to send prompts in a moment. We're using a low temperature for consistency. The same draft should get the same decision tomorrow as it does today. For pass or fail checks, predictability matters. Next, we'll compress the brand guide and the approved samples into tight summaries, then craft a small prompt. The prompt asks for structured JSON with 3 fields: status, notes, and a rewrite. Why JSON? It's easy to pass, store, and report on, clean fields we can trust. Let's bundle the brand guidelines into a clean bullet list. We'll pair each guideline with its rule and join the lines with new lines. That gives us a readable guide text we can drop into the prompt. We'll do the same for the approved examples. One line per channel and its snippet. So we have real-world samples ready for the model. With those pieces, we'll draft the prompt. Clear sections for the guide, the samples, the target channel, and the copy to judge. And we'll end by asking the model to return JSON with status, notes, and a rewrite. That closes the multi-line template, neat, organized, and ready to fill. We'll convert the text into a prompt template, then pipe it into our model using the bar operator. Now we can pass variables in and run it as one tidy chain. Before we kick off the chain, let's quickly surface the prompt object to sanity check its structure and placeholders. Here's where prompt design helps. We keep the context focused, the rules, a few strong examples, the channel, and the draft text. Then we ask for specific fields. That keeps the model on task and gives us feedback we can audit and repeat. Now we'll run the audit across all drafts. For each one, we'll get a pass or fail, short notes that explain why, and a suggested rewrite that brings it on brand. Then we'll roll everything up by channel and author. That summary shows hotspots fast so editors can jump in where it counts. First, I'll set up an empty list called results. This will hold the model's response for each draft we process. Now we'll loop through every draft in our data frame. For each row, we'll send the brand guide, some approved samples, the channel, and the draft's text into our language model. We'll pass the JSON reply, combine it with the draft's ID, channel, and author, and add that package into results. With the raw outputs collected, we'll turn them into a table and summarize. We'll group by channel, author, and status, count how many we have in each bucket, and reset the index so it's a clean summary data frame. Quick sanity check. Let's peek at the first few rows of the summary to make sure the counts look right.
Please take a moment to like this video, as it is going to be a great help, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
And that's our voice checkpoint. We've got clear pass or fail decisions, human-friendly notes, and on-brand rewrites, plus a report by channel and author to guide the team's time. For launch, this means we can catch robotic jargon, hype claims, and passive lines before they ship, then replace them with clear, confident human copy. It's a green, repeatable process we can reuse for every campaign asset. Nice work today. I'm Liam from Orange Brackets. Thanks for building with me. See you in the next one.